Hi, biology students. I'm Dr. Traeger. I'm going to give you a brief overview of our Canvas shell so you can get to know it really quickly. This is our home page. And at the top, when we start having announcements will appear at the top so you can start to stay up to date, but you can also find them on the side. Announcements are really important. I will keep you up to date weekly about what's coming up. And if anything changes, I will put them in the announcements. So definitely stay up to date on the announcements. You'll find our course description on our homepage. You'll also find a link to About Me here on the homepage and my email address. So direct access to me. You'll find student hours here on the homepage, and you'll find my online Zoom link to student hours here on the homepage. So everything you need to get a hold of me is here on the homepage. Other easy links on the homepage is a big Start Here button. So to get started in the course is right here. You'll also find campus support resources, so things like our campus market where you can find free food, other things like these student study centers, library, things like that, STEM support, so the tutoring centers all can be found here, tech support, so if you're having problems with your Canvas or your email, that would be here. Schedule, so our course schedule and all links to that is here. And you can download the syllabus from here. So let's click Start Here. So that takes you to the very first module, which you should definitely view right away. And walk through the whole first module. It will give you the syllabus and the welcome letter that was emailed to you. And you can learn all about me if you want to. And learn how to set your Canvas notifications so you can get all of those wonderful notifications. You can learn how to navigate this course through modules and learn about course communication, what to expect when emailing me, and the course schedule, our course policies, which are both located in the syllabus and are located here on Canvas, campus resources, STEM support, and technology support are all there for you. Then I have a section on instructions for assignments. There are going to be several types of assignments here in this class, and all the instructions for those are going to be housed here, and I'll link out to them as we get to them. You'll be taking textbook notes. You'll have maybe some Labster assignments. You'll be turning several things in as PDF files, which makes things easier to grade for me. So there's how to make PDF files. There are scientist spotlights, so there's how to do those. And there are check-in, think about it questions, and what those are and what they're about. There are study skills exam questions. You will be writing exam questions and turning them in, and how to do that. There are study skills flashcards. You will be making flashcards and turning them in. And there are concept maps, which is another study skill. So you'll be making those and turning those in. So you can read through all of those and get to know them. But I will also be walking through those through class. And then our class is going through week by week. And this is how class each week is set up. And it will be set up bi-weekly. So week 1, every week is set up like this. You will have learning objectives, and then you will have a schedule overview. And then you will have all of your lecture documents and then your lab documents, and then your assignments. So each week looks exactly like this, just different documents in each week. So there will be no surprises. Everything will look like that. Unless there's an exam, then it'll look a little different, but you will always have learning objectives and schedule overview. So let's look at that. Your learning objectives tells you what goals you should be learning that week. Learning objectives are really good to study off of. So get to know your learning objectives really well and what assignments you will complete. And these are live links, so you can always click on these and it will take you directly to the assignments. And then if you click the next button, it will take you to a schedule overview. So this is what this schedule will look like for the week. So on Tuesdays, this needs to be updated. This was the last semester, but this is basically what it will look like. You will meet live on Zoom. It will have your Zoom link. This is what it will look like. We will give an introduction to bio, and then we will talk about how life is organized. Then we'll have a break. Then we'll talk about lab and have a little group breakout section, and then the Zoom will end. And then on Thursday, you'll have a Zoom link. Then we'll have lecture. So you'll always have a schedule for you given for each week. And then it'll have each assignment with some notes and links to that. So pay attention to your schedule overview. And then you'll have your lectures given to you as PDFs and your Zoom recordings after they happen. I also always pop in some videos, some extra videos for you to watch that help. Sometimes I pop in some articles for you to read that are supplementary to what we're talking about. Those are our lecture recordings. And you can navigate through this by pressing the next button. So that's all of the lecture materials. So here it says lecture, chapter 1, and then Zoom recording, and then video and article. Lecture, chapter 2, Zoom recording, and those were the 2 lectures. And then we have the lab and the lab assignment here. And then we have a check-in, and then you'll have a notes due, and then we have an optional extra credit and a discussion. So lots of things in week 1. But it basically looks the same in week 2. You'll have learning objectives, your schedule overview, chapter 2, and a video, chapter 3, and your recording, your lab, and all your assignments. So that is how you navigate our course each week. And don't forget to make your announcements visible to you, because that's how I get a hold of you and tell you about everything and how you get your Zoom links. And you can contact me. Everything's on your homepage. So welcome to class.